And welcome to another week of Light to My Path, our 2025 Bible reading plan. This week we are kicking off the Gospel of Mark. We haven't read a Gospel in a long time, so I'm so excited to get back to it. I love the Gospel of Mark for a few reasons. The first is because it's so much about who Jesus is. Remember that kind of famous interaction that Jesus has with his disciples where he asks them, what are people saying about me? Like, who do they say I am? And then he turns to them and say, but what do you say? Like, who do you say I am? And this is the question that Mark is writing, really, to answer for us, or to actually have us give an answer to. Like, who do we say that Jesus is? Do we believe? Do we say that Jesus is who he said he was? And the second question, the second reason I love it is because Mark has this awesome way of like pressing into us. Will you follow him? Right? Like, he puts the question on us, who do you say that I am? But then it's like, will you actually live like that? Will you actually follow him? Mark is a way of painting us as readers into the story and really putting that question on us. It's a gospel where the disciples, especially Peter, are constantly getting it wrong, and Jesus is constantly correcting them. And when we read that, we're supposed to put ourselves into the positions of the disciples, into the position of Peter, and asking ourselves, are we getting it wrong? Are we actually following Jesus in a way that Jesus says we should follow Jesus? And the gospel ends with this sort of cliffhanger where there's this idea that Jesus is raised from the dead, and the women who come to the tomb, they just run away afraid, and that's where it ends. And it kind of leaves us hanging, and I think Mark does that intentionally because it puts the question on us. This is who Jesus is. You've just read 15, 16 chapters on who Jesus is, what he did, how he died, what he taught, and now that you've heard he's been raised from the dead, he's vindicated as who he is, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to follow him or not? Are you going to confess like the centurion does in Mark 15? This man was God's son. And that, if we confess that changes everything. So this week we are kicking off the Gospel of Mark, and it is awesome. It's really very like rapid fire. It's immediately they did this, immediately they did this. There's very little wasted space. Everything matters in the Gospel of Mark. I mean, that's true in all the Gospels. These things are so well written. But yeah, have a great week of reading. The first 5 chapters are like really action-packed. I think in the fall, we're going to spend a good amount of time working through some of this material. So you'll have like a head start, basically. But yeah, I mean, if I were to recommend to anyone like what to read in the Bible, if you want to get a sense for who Jesus is, I would say the Gospel of Luke, or I would say the Gospel of Mark. So yeah, I'm excited for you to read it. Hopefully read it again. If you have any questions, please come talk to me. Watch the Bible Project's overview of Mark, and have a great week of reading.